What up, y'all? It's Coffee. Tapping back in, man. Y'all know what it is. We got some hip hop news. We're gonna get into this main story. Eminem when 50 Cent saved his ass, right? It wasn't looking too good for Shady. It was pretty bad. We're gonna get to that. We just got a couple other topics, some hip hop news to get into. So smash them buttons. It's Coffee. Sub up if you ain't already rocking with me. Man, over on the secondary platform too, I know most of y'all are already subbed over there as well. So mad, I just accidentally deleted a video, right? Like, oh, it's got me frustrated. Hopefully we get that thing back up. But let's get into the news.
And it's Snoop. Baking onions? No, everybody else is in it now. Amanda?
Baking brownies.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes! Martha is gonna be disappointed. Martha's gonna be upset.
That's your whole bag.
How about that, man? Snoop Dogg over there around Wheel of Fortune. They're talking about Snoop should have known this one, I guess, because it was brownies, like weed brownies. I don't know, but he was thinking about onions, right? Ounces, onions. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but he got it wrong. Y'all remember when Spider Loc did Wheel of Fortune? He did his thing on there too. We got to the very end, and same thing, kind of like what happened there with Snoop. He couldn't solve the puzzle, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all thought about that one. Real quick too, I thought this was rather hilarious. The whole meme culture and everything. This I believe Chinese restaurant. I think it looks like it says "Fuck you, Dan," but I guess it's the Fuku Dan. I don't know. I thought that was quite comical. And then what's up with this guy right here? I swear at first I thought this was CeeLo, but that's not CeeLo Green. I don't know. But caption this. You know who it kind of looks like? You know the one dude who's in the Tyler Perry movies? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I forget his name, man. Is it Medea's brother? I can't recall, but this is just hilarious, man. Like, I don't even know. Caption that for me, y'all.
When I travel, I gotta at least have one suitcase full of bricks. These mandatory. Scuff one, put another one on. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Stamp it.
You seen that video, right? Moneybagg Yo. He traveling around with a bag of bricks, he calls them. You know, for all the sneakerheads out there, ain't that like the white on white Air Force Ones? It's like cocaine's, right? Ain't that what a lot of cats was calling them? He said that once I scuff one of them things, just got to put another one on, right? Like, comment. What do you think that bag, we were looking at, what the price tag on all that together was, man? What was that on the Air Force One's track, the Nelly joint, where he said something about once I scuff them? I can't remember, man. That was a hard track, man. Air Force Ones. Still one of the hardest kicks out there, in my opinion. I don't know. You know, I'm not exactly a fashion guru, though. Here we are getting into our main story that I wanted to talk to y'all about. 50 Cent, Eminem. You know what I mean? We know how the way the story went. Fifth had been doing this thing in the game, had to deal with Columbia, did some ghostwriting for Diddy. Like, he was known around the industry. You know what I mean? Y'all remember, too? When he got on that Jennifer Lopez track, they ended up taking his verse off, putting the Nas joint on there. He said, "I'm the hottest dude in New York. I don't need J-Lo." But all in all, after he got shot, Columbia dropped him back to the drawing board, having to go to Canada, you know, to do those mixtapes and everything. You know, he was kind of like semi-blackballed from the industry, couldn't get time in the studio. And, you know, Eminem became aware of the G-Unit movement, was fucking with the mixtapes, and Eminem signed him, and the rest is history. You know, one of the biggest artists we ever seen in the rap game. It was amazing. It was lit. But what's going on here is Eminem just did this recent interview in Double XL, and I shared a little video about it a little while ago. One of the main things he got into talking about was his addiction, how bad it was. Like, we know things got really ugly for M. There's a clip out there you could find where M's talking about if he didn't put the drugs down, he was like gonna need dialysis. He was killing himself. He was out here fucking with all these different pills. It was a mess, man. You know, like we heard him talking about it a lot on the Slim Shady LP and everything. And you know, the more money came in, the higher he was getting. And what he's referring to when he's saying 50 Cent saved him is this clip right here.
I think we need to buy a new stage. They just put a hole in it. Yeah. Gotta do the roll call, of course. 50's in the house, Eminem's in the house, the new Gunna Cash is shit. Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo. What's good, fellas? Oh, man. Welcome back, baby. Now, M, the last time we saw you, you shut things down at the BET Awards, you know what I'm saying? And it's been, we haven't had you for a face-to-face interview. Why is it so rare that the public gets to see Eminem nowadays? What's going on? Why is it like that?
I actually need him to make my music, so he'd be busy.
Remember that, right? That's when they were on. This is 2006. They're on 106 in Park promoting the Re-Up, which was a fire album, man. Comment and let me know if y'all fucked with the Re-Up. You know, it was originally going to be a mixtape, but they were just like, yo, what we got going here is so dope. Like, we just gotta put this out as an album. And, you know, in the crowd too, you see Banks, Cassius, Yayo, Fifth, M there, and they perform, you know, that Who Run It? You know, you acting like you don't know. I tear the club up for show. That ish was hard. And they performed that, burnt it down. And Stat Quo and Bobby Creekwater were also in the audience, man. Stat still doing his thing in the rap game. Kind of behind the scenes or whatever. Bobby Creekwater, I don't know whatever happened to him. But anyways, you seen they like went to ask Eminem this question and he just blanked all the way to fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? And 50 Cent jumped in, you know what I'm saying, had his bros back. Was like, I can't have M looking bad out here. And, you know, saved the day, more or less. And M, as you'll see, he mentions in this interview talking about his addiction and everything. He was like, you know, it's probably them Xannies, man. And, you know, amongst other things, a cocktail of narcotics in his system. Just, he was all discombobulated, couldn't put it together. And 50 Cent just kind of stayed in throughout the rest of the interview. He kind of took charge. And, you know, I'm going to play some other clips, but more or less, Fifth was on point. Anytime M seemed to kind of be lacking with the responses, Fifth was there, you know, doing his thing.
Eminem fan, you have any Eminem history, you know that he is able to capture pain on the record better than the majority of hip-hop, so you should look forward to a classic album, this next album.
And give us one other issue that you're about to tackle right now. Right. Give us something else that you're about to tackle right now. What else is going on?
If we give you that, then how's it going to impact when you get ready to do it?
It's a sneak attack. Everything's a sneak attack
right now. This is tough right now. Yeah.
That's like, you know,
security.
What are you gonna get me for Christmas? You know,
yeah,
like what's my Christmas present?
Well, on that one, it almost seemed too like the host. I'll forget his name, but he said, you know, this is right after the passing of Proof as well. R.I.P. to the late great Proof. They, you know, spoke about M killing it at the BET Awards. If you guys recall, he came out with Busta Bus, did the Touch It remix, the remix of the remix. There was like 4 or 5 versions of that remix, man. That track was hard. Y'all remember that, though, on the mixtapes? All those different versions. And at the BET Awards, M came out and spit a verse on there and just went in. At that time, Busta Bus was, you know, under the Aftermath umbrella or whatever. But they had just spoke about dealing with Proof's death and that pain. And then the host said, tell me another issue you're going to tackle right now. And it kind of felt like he was straight up asking about, like, his addiction, in my opinion. Comment and let me know if y'all took that from it, you know, because word was getting around things were getting bad with Eminem. And I think shortly after this is when he went to rehab. But you see, Fifth jumped right in there and was like, if he tells you that, what surprises it, or something like that, you know, like he wasn't having none of it, you know, before Eminem ended up stuttering and stammering again. He's like, pardon me?
How long it took me to finish my verse? I had about 8 bars.
Yeah.
I flew into Detroit. It took me about an hour and a half to do 8 bars. Because M hears stuff that nobody else hears.
It took him about like 10 minutes to write the verse, but you know, I always wanted to sound like I know Banks' potential. You know, when he gets on a record, it's like I know how he can sound. Like when he puts that, you know, I call it the gruff, you know, the growl on the record, you know, and I don't know how come. Said something about the ladies feeling everybody but me and Cassius over
Not
there.
true. Not true.
You kind of left us out and like went to the next
This one
question.
has a
Like,
bitter war going on.
You don't think Eminem sexy?
That's not exactly not what I said. Let it be known. Let it be known. Wait a minute. Let it be known. You got the prettiest eyes in the whole entire industry. You got the sexiest eyes in the industry. And matter of fact, as we go into the next video, Bow Wow, you know, he's doing it real big. And I just wish I had eyes like you, because shorty, you fine. Basically. We got more with these guys. Video.
So you see on that clip there, I was kind of like, the Banks is talking about what it's like working with Fifth and M and etc. And then, you know, M starts talking about what Banks brings to the track and his presence and everything. And I mean, he kind of seemed with it there, but kind of slow with the response. And then out of nowhere, he just starts talking about the ladies feeling everyone but him and Cassius or whatever. I don't know. Like, it just seemed like his focus got all off. And then when what's her name started, you know, getting cute with him, did y'all see the expression on his face? Like, he just kind of looked lost, you know?
Such a surprise. He has so much energy, you know, in certain places too. Like when we on tour, like the anger management tours, it's incredible. That energy when he walks out, it's like, yeah, man.
but it's just fun. It's fun touring, period. You know, and you know, don't let this guy be too modest over here. You know what I'm saying? Because I go where he goes, where that energy's at. You know what I'm saying? Because it, you know, it's a pretty even amount of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he says that because he likes to feel.
And then on that one there, you know, I'm just a little stuttering and stammering with his response. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like this, again, guys, I'm not trying to reach here, breaking down these little clips to you or whatever. Eminem spoke about this specifically in the interview, that this episode of 106 in Park, he blanked out. He didn't know he didn't know how to respond. And again, you know, Fifth saved the day for him. And, you know, M kind of was making sense, but then he would blank out, you know, like he wasn't on point. He wasn't at his best. You know what I mean? But, I don't know, man. Tap in, comment. Let me know what y'all think. Do you guys remember this whole situation? Do you remember there were some other appearances of Eminem where he kind of, you could tell he was on one, you know? But I don't know. Go check that interview out with Double XL again. Eminem talks in depth about his career. His addiction is a big part of the interview. All kinds of ish. But thanks for watching, y'all. It's Coffee. Don't forget to sub up. Stay tuned. More videos coming as always. Music, news, sports, and more. I'm about your guys. Peace.